I see anything right now.
You barely see anything. Even with the
Wait, did you hit? Are we live?
No, we got the credits going, but
Oh, right, we are not live.
we're not live.
But it is the B.O.B. of the hour.
It is the B.O.B. of the M.E.E.
We'll just kind of make people aware of how to contact us. Of course, you can always find us at the Bob and Bob Show. Now, we've been trying to take some of our episodes and put them on YouTube. You can find us on YouTube at the Bob and Bob Show. Right now, we've got a total, we're all the way up to 12 subscribers. That is absolutely huge. And of course, you can find us on Insta, the Bob and Bob Show. And then we also twit. Now, the Twitters, we are not particularly good at. It's been a little while. Susan, thanks for saying a little hello. We'll give you a hello back as soon as the show actually starts. And then do not forget that you can always send us a little email at thebobandshow1@gmail.com. So, Bob, what do you think? It's about time for us to go ahead and get the show ready.
We should get the show ready. We've got a lot to cover. The credits have to slide out of the way. So.
That was a fast animation. We're going to have to move just a... All right, we are here. This is Bob and Bob, and we're here with the Bob and Bob Show. Thanks for joining in. We've got a really big episode for you. Of course, we're starting at 8:08 like we always do. And now let me just officially give a little shout out to Susan Day. Thanks for saying that hello. So, Bob, I don't know about you, but I kind of feel like we've got a big show here.
We've got lots to cover tonight.
Have you been paying attention to the news lately?
Well, I haven't been paying attention. I've been watching.
Oh, you have been watching, but
yes.
Not paying attention.
I have not been paying attention, but I did hear our Spanish friend, Diego.
It sounds like
his way up across that wall.
That is correct. We've got Diego starting down in Texas. And moving its way towards us, and it is going to be absolutely chilling. Of course, you can tell that Bob and I have spent a lot of time preparing, and we hope that everybody else is out there preparing. Bob, have you done anything besides get your official gear on?
I got my gear on. I also winterized the house.
Oh, that is good.
I closed the windows.
Close the windows. You know what? I had to do the same thing just yesterday. I couldn't help but notice the temperature dropped all the way to 63.
Burr.
Oh, man, that was difficult. Anything else?
I watched some TV.
Okay, that's good.
Under a blanket.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Because it's winter.
Yes, it is.
I don't go out in the winter. But so some of the things that I was looking at, as I was watching TV.
It's just so sweet that you're watching TV. I had to wipe the tear from my eye. Sorry about that. That's nice. That is nice.
So I think what we should do is we should actually let these 3,600 viewers that are watching see some of the graphics that we put together for Diego 2018. Coming to a Christmas near you.
I hope you have a full seat, but you only need the edge.
It's gonna snow.
It's absolutely chilly. So, Bob, now that we brought up our little animation here, let me just give you right now the current predictions. And these are current predictions of one model. I have to remind you, these are only but one model. Of course, other models might provide different things.
So what I'm seeing is it's going to have anywhere from a half to 700 inches.
That is correct. And another big takeaway point is there is a large area of purple. And that is important because not only are we going to get snow, that means we're going to get purple people eaters.
Or Barney.
That's right. Either one could be on its way. Now, let me just
love you.
Now, another thing that we specifically like is, of course, here you can see the low pressure over there.
That's the world.
That is the world.
Huh.
And you see that low pressure coming all the way from California? It's going to go from the left coast to the right coast. And that is Diego right there. Now, I suspect that it's going to come along. Now, you can see the L. Apparently, Diego's last name is Lolita.
Lolita? I thought it was Lewis.
It is Lewis.
Diego Lewis.
Diego Lolita Lewis. Sorry.
Montana.
The middle name is Lolita.
Lolita.
Lewis, Montana, in California. And they are going to be on their way all the way to the right coast.
The right coast. That's like over there.
So they're starting from the wrong coast all the way to the right coast. See, we want to be prepared.
We're Boy Scouts.
That's right. That's right. And if you're wondering, well, Bob's, what kind of impact is that going to have on each one of the states as it goes across?
It's going to be crazy.
We happen to have that right here on our nice little touch screen. All you have to do is just touch it, slides right up.
It's
This is
leaving
one of our special animations that we now have.
It's leaving a trail.
It is leaving a trail.
Like a slug.
Like a slug.
Like a winter slug.
It is a winter slug. That is a nice.
Oh.
And notice again the consistency. Now this is a different model, and it's a different model because it's a different animation. And over there, notice we still have the purple over there. See how that is troubling? That's extremely troubling. So as you can see,
Clearly see.
Diego is no joke. We can get all the way up to, what did you say, 7,000?
7,048 centimeters.
And that is a big deal because it's hard to find where to put that inch of
The
snow.
reason why we went to centimeters is because it could go all the way up to Canada. How about that?
That's amazing,
Eh?
Yeah, sure, eh?
Eh? Holzer?
That's great.
Eh?
No kidding. Yeah, sure, eh?
That's crazy, eh?
That's a little shout out to all of our Canadian viewers, eh?
Way down south.
I don't even know what kind of accent that was. It's like a cross between a. Anyhow.
Hey. Also, what's behind us, you ask?
Oh.
Well, I'm glad you asked, listeners.
Holy.
This is our new Christmas tree for the studio. Because not only do we have Diego
2018.
but we have Christmas
Chili.
Christmas is coming, the goose is getting.
That's right, and all of our
larger
other
than
religious
shipping.
holidays. Now, just notice also what is on that Christmas tree now.
I would like to show you what's on the Christmas tree,
That would be
but I'm
great.
afraid I'll knock it over.
Is there some way for us to zoom? If only we
If
had.
only we could zoom.
You know what? If we could just take that top one off. Wow,
We could zoom.
you were probably incredible at Jenga.
Not so much Jenga, but pixie sticks.
Now notice these are the Bob and Bob Show ornaments, and they are also snow globes. And what is amazing about those snow globes is we were able to put all the water and the snow in them and then squash them. And so they are well preserved. That's right, they are a vacuum sealed snow globe. And that will
Sometimes I
keep
wonder
it
if we
preserved for years.
Can we breathe in that?
Not well. I don't think so. I don't hear us breathing.
Well, you can't hear them because they're behind glass.
So there you have it. Also in that ornament is Bob and I doing a death-defying act in a preserved snow globe. As you can imagine, these are practically priceless. That's right, they are without price. And so this is something that we will make available to anyone who's interested. In fact, that brings up another little modification that we have made to our Facebook page.
There's a lot of stuff coming. So, guys, if you want us to take a break, we'll hold on while you get yourself a piece of paper
That's right.
and a pen
Yeah.
and an adult to make sure that you can purchase and follow as we instruct.
In fact, what I'd like to recommend is with that paper and pencil, you go ahead and write down on a notebook 8:15. That's right. At 8:15 is when you're going to get the next big piece of news about the modifications we made to the Facebook page.
Is that big news that Jen Armstrong just joined?
It absolutely is.
Hey!
Yeah, we'll give a little shout out to Jennifer Armstrong for joining in. Thanks a lot being a silent corporate sponsor. That's right. We do
She's a
not
little
want to
behind
bring
the hat in the
any
tree.
attention to the fact that she was one of our first corporate followers.
Hey, Bob,
Yes?
question.
Yeah.
Who decorated the studio?
Who decorated this?
Who put the tree there?
Well, I think that was one of our friendly little set of elves.
I think she's working for you and not for me. Oh, looks like it's the Bob and Tree Show.
The Bob and Tree Show.
You can clearly see that they cut out by a tree.
Oh.
Maybe your friend Diego can help you in your next show.
Looks like that might be like a little needle in your side.
Little needle on the side, huh? Man, nothing like sprucing up the place.
Too treaty or not too treaty? That is the question.
Yeah, good question.
I could be barking up the wrong
You
tree.
could be.
So, wow, this is
Sorry.
Big news.
This is a little.
Let's talk about some big news.
Big news
Big
about
news.
the.
I don't know if you guys heard, but
Diego 2018.
It's chilly.
It's gonna snow.
So that's on its way.
It's coming.
It is coming. I
up
think.
from Mexico, through Canada, back down to Minneapolis, and then over to here.
So I think it'll be here within
Straight
3
shot.
weeks by Saturday.
Right. It'll be a straight shot.
By Saturday. Straight shot. Left to wrong coast.
Uh-huh.
Right coast.
Uh-huh.
Sorry about that.
Mhm.
And it's basically a winter slug.
It is a winter slug that leaves a trail of blue squish.
Now, this is one of our first winter slugs of the year.
Uh-huh.
I believe the prediction is 3 winter slugs for the year. Now,
Well,
normally
it
that
is-
is up from last year.
But it is El Nino this year.
Oh, that's true.
And that could have a lot to do with it.
Now, was that El Nino the El Nino of Diego, or is Diego El Nino?
Well, no, El Nino is the weather. It rotates. And sometimes it's El Nino
Does that?
and El Nino. It was a Roberto once.
It was a Roberto.
Yeah.
and then Roberto.
Uh-huh.
Okay, back and forth. That makes sense.
But it didn't leave a slug mark.
Oh, it did not.
It did not.
So is this one of the first? You know what, Bob is our official weatherman on the show.
Mhm.
Could you tell me, is this one of the first winter slugs that we have ever had through the United States?
It is the first one we've ever had, except for the last one.
Except for the last
Once
one.
we had that one and the 2 before that one, if you take those out, there was only 4 other ones before this one, and this is the only one.
Thank you for such a wonderful explanation. You know, that is another thing our viewers get that they don't always expect, and that is a pure education about the weather and what's to come. That is great. Speaking of what's coming, it's Diego.
2018.
It's chilling.
It's gonna snow.
Holy cow. Thanks a lot for the reminder there.
We don't want people to forget. So grab your hats
Yes.
and your mittens
Yes.
and your sunglasses
Yeah.
and be ready. See, somebody else has heard.
Somebody else has heard. You know, a storm's a big deal as soon as it gets a name. Now, I will say, Diego cannot possibly be as big as the polar vortex.
No, the polar vortex is Diego's father. And you know what the polar vortex calls Diego?
No.
San Diego.
Nice.
San Diego?
Right. Oh, song?
San Diego?
Sun.
He doesn't call it anything because the polar vortex doesn't talk, right? He just comes through and wrecks stuff.
It just.
Just wrecks stuff. This tree wouldn't be standing if it was a polar vortex.
Well, I heard that he just gives everybody the cold shoulder.
The cold shoulder.
Yeah. So that's what I heard.
He just hot air.
So one thing I did want to bring up was a modification that we have to our Facebook page.
Do tell.
I think that we were going to bring that up for those of you who are writing down the important announcements. You're going to want to erase the 8:15. You're going to want to change it to a 12:55. That's right, 12:55. But we'll make this special announcement. Actually, it is now 12:55. So I think you're going to want to change that to a 12:50. Now, go ahead and change it to a 13:05. Is when we'll make that announcement.
1305 is already taken.
Is it already taken?
1305.
Sorry, make that a 13:15. A 13:15.
Well, we did that yesterday.
And that's what, yeah, this time it will work. I guarantee it. So at 13:15 is when we'll make the announcement.
Like the date? It's
Sorry, what's-
13.
Watch it. It's her bedtime show. You should shout out to Ken.
To who?
Ken.
Kens, we'd like to give a shout out to you. Thanks a lot for watching the show. It seems like it's your bedtime show on a Wednesday. So thanks again for watching us. We do always like to encourage all of our fans to get an opportunity to watch the show. We'd like to thank you for that.
I'm glad we could put most of our viewers to sleep just by watching the show.
That is nice. Good that you used the show to actually doze off. What do you know? The show is actually a cure for insomnia as well.
We now have a purpose.
Yes, we do.
Maybe that's how we'll make
You
it
know
big.
what? We could probably get a medical grant. for
We
that.
could a grant.
Oh, that would be nice.
A sleep study.
I don't know anybody named Grant.
Sleep study. Who doesn't like a good sleep study?
I don't like studying at all.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Speaking of words that start with S, how about snow?
Or Diego.
That is exact. Speaking of words that start with an O, like snow,
Snow.
Diego.
Snow Diego.
It's gonna snow.
So one of our big announcements that we wanted to make at 12:15, and that's right, by 12:15, I really mean at 14:48,
131501.
is our Facebook page now has a sign-up button. Yes, can you believe that? Whenever you go to our wonderful little Facebook page, the one that you're actually watching the show on, unless, of course, you're watching us again on YouTube, and
Or
that's
Facebook.
the Bob and Bob Show at YouTube.
YouTube.
I don't even know the ampersand
for
YouTube.
no.
But if you look right under our profile picture, then to your right, you're going to see a little sign up button. What we're asking people to do is sign up with both your email and your name and also your cell phone and address. What could happen
And
is
the credit
you
card
will
number.
get the credit card number, social security number. It's perfectly secure. We will not use those for anything other than our own profit.
Please don't forget to include the 3-digit mystery number on the back of the
Oh,
card.
yes. Now that they have the added security, it's been very difficult for us.
Right.
That's a good point.
Question about security and cards.
Okay.
So I was getting gas today in preparation for the storm,
Yes.
and I used my card and I put it in, and it asks for my zip code.
Yes.
So if somebody stole my car and my wallet, do you think a crook would know enough to look at my license to figure out what my zip code is?
Absolutely not.
No?
No.
All right, you can go ahead. I'm going to eat some storm food.
Oh, good. Good. You got the storm food. You got to make sure that you fill up your carbs. Alyssa, thanks for joining us in the studio.
Alyssa!
Give a nice little shout out. She must be freezing. Absolutely freezing. How are you handling this? Do not stay out. For those of you on the show, you probably didn't hear her say good.
She said, good.
Good. I absolutely cannot believe that she's doing good. She does not even have her safety eye goggles on. Thanks a lot.
It's warm, just like you like it. No crunchy.
Not just warm. It's also all of the milk.
Hold on a second. You know,
I do like all of the milk.
You got some other.
Yeah, let me just have that.
That is perfect. And there you have, that is just one other use of bread. So this is why you have to get your bread and milk. You have to make sure that you're perfectly prepared because it's not only a food, it is also a napkin right before it. By the way, thanks Bob for purchasing the all milk. It's all milk.
It is all.
It's
Well,
the entire milk as opposed to those things that only give you about 98% less of the milk. That's always bothered me.
what's another good news is you can take it.
Oh, that's nice. Oh,
He dips his sandwich in the milk.
that is nice. What do you have in that sandwich, Bob?
Milk.
Milk. That is milk. That is a milk and air sandwich. Those are one of my favorites during the snow time.
Well, you wonder why when it snows, all the milk and bread disappears.
Yeah.
Now you know.
Well, basically, when it snows, you can only purchase food that will blend in with the snow. Holy cow, the
Open air studio.
It is an open air studio.
Open air studio.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen,
Alex.
here's Alex. So what happened was Alex must have been watching the show,
Must have been.
and then he saw that we were having milk sandwiches, and said, "I got to get me some."
And decided that he would also
Alex.
like a milk sandwich. I mean, who doesn't like a good milk sandwich?
Alex, I got plenty. If you want some bread, I went to the store. You want some milk sandwiches? He's a shy. We're gonna eat on air.
I'm not making terrarium in here.
A terrarium.
No, it's not. Organic something thing. Rice. Okay, rice. Just did all the food.
You know, the best thing about bread is it is both a napkin and a food.
Sometimes it's actually when you're sweating, you can dab your forehead
yeah.
and it'll absorb the sweat as well.
In fact, you're right.
But then when you forget that it's not milk and it's sweat,
I mean, that's how you add a little salt.
it is a little salty.
It's just a little salt.
I mean,
And who doesn't like a little salt with their bread and milk sandwich?
and you have to get it back in because when you perspire the salt out, you have to get it back in somehow.
That is right. That is right.
Mm-hmm.
And it is important to get food that will blend in with the snow. And the reason for that is, of course, polar bears will start to migrate south when you have a storm or a winter slug like Diego.
Diego 2018. It's chilly. It's gonna snow.
So as you can tell, the examples that we have brought you are both the milk and the bread, and let's not forget the edible napkins. These are all reasonable things to have and prepare yourself for them. That's really nice, Bob. That's great.
I was just sharing.
No, that's,
I might have gotten the last loaf of bread and the last container of milk, so I want to make sure all 740 of our viewers are well nourished
that is a good thing.
and dried off with
And-
the.
And right off. Yeah. That's great.
So there's a sign up button.
There is a sign up button. That's
Wow.
right. And if you click on that sign up button, what it's going to do is take you to a nice little form where you can include your email, first and last name, and then also your address and your cell phone number. And what that's going to do for you is that will immediately enter you into a drawing. And that's right. It's possible that drawing could result in you receiving one of these handy dandy, death-defying acts of a preserved winter globe.
Oh, I thought it was
Of the two of us.
Sorry.
Well, the
One
winter
of those.
sandwich, I don't know. We'll have to see how we survive. Whether
Without
or not we
them,
have extra winter sandwich.
without them, we won't survive. So it's a good thing. We got some nutrition. So back to the.
So be sure
Yeah.
to sign up. In fact, maybe what I should do is I'll go ahead and check and see just how many
Uh-oh.
people we already
I
have
don't know if we're
signed
on
up.
the air anymore. I don't know what's going on with you. I don't. Oh, hey, there we are.
Is you might receive one of those preserved snow globes in the mail just as a surprise for anyone who goes ahead and joins our mailing list. In addition, you may receive a surprise text. I think you'll notice that I even mentioned this. You could receive a surprise text that gives you, that's right, 50% off of 2 different tickets to an in-studio audience visitation.
Wow, that is a great deal.
Can you believe that? It'll be 50% off the original price.
And if you put the date that you sign up on your anniversary, on your year anniversary of being a loyal subscriber to the Bob and Bob Show, you will also get a 10% coupon for a personalized handshake from one of the Bobs.
That is absolutely amazing. That's right.
Mhm.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And we will go all the way to your house and shake your hand as long as you come here.
Correct.
Yes,
If you live in an RV and you drove here, we will do that.
that is correct. Sorry, what I am trying to check on, Bob, because I know it's a little disorienting whenever we cannot see the show. It's hard. In case you were not aware, Bob and I are not only part of the show, but we are also the producers of the show. It's very difficult whenever we're trying to change things around and also look at the form. But I wanted to give everybody kind of a sense of just how many people had already joined the mailing list.
I don't think we're on anymore.
As you know, no,
I don't see us.
let me check.
I don't
Let's
see
go to
us.
camera 3.
Oh, camera 3. There we are.
Camera 3. Okay.
Camera 3 picked us up.
That was the problem. Sorry about that.
No problem.
Camera 1's a little out for a second. Let me check on camera 1 one more time. Camera 1. Okay, in 3, 2, 1. Check.
Check.
Okay, no, camera 3 is
Camera 3.
camera 1. Camera
Camera
3.
1. Go
No.
tight.
Okay,
Go tight.
okay, we're back. We're back on camera 3. I think we'll stay here for a while.
Okay.
Sorry about the different angle. It is entirely different from camera 1. We'll apologize to our studio audience and, of course, both of our viewers. That's right, both of our viewers. And I guess that's a rescaled 3002 viewers that we currently have. That is the.
Are you on camera 2 or camera 1?
No, this is.
This is a weird angle.
No, I'm on camera 3. Can you join me on camera 3?
Camera 3.
Camera 3 in 3, 2, 1.
I
Are
don't
you
know
with
what's
me?
going on.
There you go. There, you're back. You are on camera 1. No, that was the problem. Okay, good, perfect, Bob.
Hey, you know what we should do to get rid of this?
That is not an idea. Maybe we should do Make sure you get all of them.
We're going static.
I don't like it. I fixed it?
No,
Uh-oh.
you need to.
I don't know if we know how
That's
to
what I did.
fix it.
That's what I did last time. I'm gonna do
It's
that.
better.
I fixed it.
He fixed it.
There
I
we go.
told you. I just had to fix it.
We move back to camera one. Camera one. Bob, are you still on camera one now? Good. You gotta follow the red dot. That's what happens.
The red dot.
Camera one.
I thought we talked about no red dots.
No, you know.
You said no red dots. I don't know.
Anyhow, well, you know what? Let me check something.
Are you gonna eat that?
You bet. You gotta keep your carbs.
Try it. Carb up.
Yeah.
Carb up.
Gotta get ready. Walking through that snow takes a lot of energy.
Mm-hmm.
Believe me, I've been out there when it's all the way up to half an inch sometimes.
Half an inch.
In fact, they are at least. Wow, your half an inch is a little smaller than my half an inch.
I'm from Vermont.
Oh, the Canadian scale's a little
I
different.
think outmove that.
That's right. Vermont, that's a city in Canada, right?
That is correct. It's southern Canada.
Sorry, we have to smile. Never say no to a selfie. That's what Ed Sheeran said. That's one of his 3 things.
Well, when we had Ed Sheeran on the show a couple weeks ago,
Yes.
he actually did take a selfie with us, and then he took it with him.
And by on the show, I assume you mean that I heard the radio talk about him for a while.
For a little while.
For a little while.
Oh, wow.
That's right. So, Bob,
Does this palm make me look larger?
it does. It does. That's nice.
I'll just move it out of the way.
It's actually important that you do wear hats like this, and that's because I don't need to remind you of the hurricane episode, but it has a nice air reservoir in it.
No,
What
that's
that air
not- that's
reservoir
not what
does
this one is.
is the heat builds up in there, and it actually keeps you warm.
No, that's not that. That's a myth. For snowstorm. The reason why you want to wear these like this is so when you get that 748 inches of snow, they can still see the top of the pom pom when the searchers are going by with their St. Bernards and their rum underneath.
So why is the pom pom white?
Because it's a Christmas color.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Instead of being the spirit.
Fashion and function. What do you know? I do like that. I like that a lot.
I mean, what do you think? There's like snowballs out there? I mean, it's just snow.
No.
Oh, is that what it is? It's mimicking a snowball.
Yeah, it's exactly what I said.
That is,
And by exactly, I mean not quite, but I wish I had.
that is fascinating. So, Bob, I did want to bring up one other thing.
What?
We have not yet started, but you can expect it to happen within the next week.
Christmas carols?
Lyrics. Spoken word. Christmas carol.
We could do 20 minutes of "Oh Christmas Tree."
Oh, that would be amazing.
My family loves it when I go around the house singing "Oh Christmas Tree."
Oh, do they?
They do.
I think we could do that.
We could do that. 20 more minutes.
You know what? Probably what I'll do is I'll do it while I'm cooking my chili
Chili.
to beat Patricia.
You did it.
I did. You know, Bob, something we have not done.
Cough button.
We haven't actually tried to call one of our biggest fans,
Diego.
Kevin.
Kevin.
And by biggest fans, I mean he is back under the fold. That's right. For the longest time, he was part of our fans, and then all of a sudden he stopped being a fan. And now we do call him on a regular basis, which makes him a huge fan of the show. As you can tell, we absolutely love our conversations with him every week. They're always enjoyable, enlightening, and always
There's lightning?
absolutely thrilled.
I didn't know there's lightning in
Yeah.
Well, maybe we'll have thunder snow.
He is electric.
Thunder snow. It's like an AC/DC song.
Thunder.
Thunder snow.
Okay, so what we are going to do here,
Thunder snow.
here we go.
Uh-oh.
And there you have it once
There
again.
she is again.
Wow, his assistant, as always. It's hard to get her to stop talking. Is it just me, or will that woman talk forever?
No, it's not just you. She
No.
would talk forever.
It is hard. You know
Maybe
what?
we should
It's,
actually talk to her instead then.
it's nice to join in and everything, but wow. Whew. Hate to have to hang up on her like that.
So Kevin, we got your loaf of bread, and
Oh, Lisa Knight is in the house also. By the way, Kevin, we've got your edible napkins and your bracelets. That's right, they're edible napkins. You can both use them to clean off your mouth and eat them. They are the most incredible thing.
here's to
Notice
Diego
you said them
2018.
first.
Let's have a toast.
That is hot.
That is hot. So here's to Diego 2018.
It's gonna snow, snow, snow.
Man, that was great.
Bet your bottom dollar.
But that's a 10. That's a D-say.
It's a samba.
It's a what?
It's a samba.
It's a sawbuck?
Uh-huh.
Fair enough.
It's a samba.
Very nice. Diego with the D-say.
What do you say?
Yeah, it's Spanish. It's one of my strengths.
That was the Oz.
Or estrengthos.
Strengthos.
Yeah. It's one of my things.
Uno
Sorry, I don't mean
strengthos.
to, I don't mean to shift between that and then
Portobello.
A and A. Yeah, I go back and forth.
Hey.
I go both ways.
Oh.
Just in case.
Just kidding. Put in your eye protector gear.
Yes.
Perfect.
Perfect. So, couple things in recap.
Yes, recap.
There's some buttons on the site. There's some things falling from the sky. Some things on the trees. Wear your hats. Don't forget about your milk and your napkins.
And your edible napkins.
Those.
And let's not forget our big fan, Kevin, who we usually have a regular conversation with. As always look forward to it. And we cannot stop talking about how much we can't wait to see Kevin. Last thing that we did not get a chance to mention, but I should give a little shout out to, is of course, one thing that we're going to add is a shop to the Facebook page, and that'll allow you to purchase our merchandise for any reason, including things like gifts to all your best friends.
Best friends would love it.
I tell you what, if there is something you're looking for that's absolutely priceless, this will be the place to find it. And for a little extra, we'll even add in our own personal signatures to it.
Mm-hmm. And if seeing that it's the holiday season and people want to do things that are good, what better way to clothe a homeless man than to buy a Bob Bob shirt?
That is right. I agree with that. I agree with that. Now, I should warn you that in terms of merchandise, we have limited merchandise. We only have 1,000 Bob and Bob shirts waiting, and they're gonna go off the shelves quick.
And
they will go quick.
They're all in size medium.
2025.
2025. So we gotta wait until 2025.
We might have a wait until 2025. You're gonna want to order them fast because if you order them now, people are gonna be like, "Who was Diego in 2018?" What a classic!
Who is Diego?
What a classic!
It's a Diego Blizzard 2018. It's gonna snow, snow, snow.
You almost went too many guys.
I almost did.
Yeah, the Zoom almost put you past the camera. You gotta be careful.
But then I would have been sitting on the couch with these guys.
Oh, you would have become the in-studio audience. That would have been awkward for me.
One of these guys out here. Like I could be, hey Ken, still sleeping? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to wake you up. Creepy uncle.
So, Connie, thanks for joining in. And Bob, I think you were kind of starting to wrap us up here.
Yeah.
Just a few little reminders again. Remember, prepare for Diego. Make sure that you have your edible napkins and all of the milk. And let's not forget about the sign up to where you can get involved or included in a drawing to where you may actually receive one of our preserved snow globes where we're actually involved in a death-defying act.
We are in the death-defying act.
That's right. So thanks again for joining us, and we will keep you posted. We may have to have a few extra specials depending on where the situation leads us.
Gotta be careful of the storm.
Be careful of the storm.